I'm excited to be up here on this Sunday. Y'all know I love Sundays. I rested all day about yesterday, and God say today, time for me to get up here and do my kingdom assignment. It's your coach, Monica Stokes, y'all. Welcome, welcome to today's live. Welcome, welcome to today's video. If you're not watching it live, which is okay. I just want to say that I'm personally proud of you for enduring, for entrusting me to be the coach that's speaking to their heart. Okay, so God has put me on a kingdom mission assignment to speak to the hearts of the you that's watching this video. That's right, to the you that's watching this video. If you feeling like you in your season of I'm tired and sick and tired of nothing changing, if you in that season of your life and you like, God, better is not happening for me because I don't feel like I'm doing or becoming the best potential individual who you called me to be, that's you talking to God, where you're in the right space, the right place. God brought you here, and I'm just a willing vessel used by God to speak to your heart. So on today, this is the message that God put within my spirit to talk to each and every one of us. And I'm talking about me as well, as he downloads the messages in my heart. Hold on one second, y'all. Let me fix this so I can... Okay. As he download the messages in my heart, I'm able to come on here and tell y'all what it is he feed me spiritually to feed and share to y'all as well. God spoke to me on this Sunday encouragement, and he said, it's your choice. It's your life choice. Let me slow down so I can say this right, y'all. Choose this time in your life to upgrade. I'm trying to say it exactly how he spoke it in my heart. It's time for you to choose for this to be the season, the time, the day, the moment on this Father's Day. Look at God, right? It's Father's Day. We're celebrating Father's Day, and happy Father's Day to all the fathers. But God, our ultimately heavenly Father, is saying, for him, on this Father's Day, y'all, we need to honor God, of course, every day. But look, today is Father's Day, so we need to choose to show him that we gonna upgrade. Hey, Miss Tyresha, thank you, sugar. We need to choose in our Father's house. Your home is his temple. I said it. His home is dwelling within you. So we need to say, God, on today, I'm going to choose to be a better me for you. Not to be a better me for whomever or whatever their opinion is, but for me. This you talking to you, but I'm just giving you an example how you going to clarify that thing and you speaking to your heart to God on today. So we have to choose to upgrade inwardly. Is when we upgrade inwardly, spiritually, is when we honestly see things of God shifting in our life. And I now see why God need us to water our inside, just like a plant is watered daily. We have to water ourselves with the knowledge of God, which you're listening to right now, with you praising God, with you having a personal relationship with God, because it's then that you're able to see why God needs certain areas in your heart to be healed and certain areas in your mind to be upgraded and renewed. That way, as God elevates you spiritually, mature you in the inside, as he brings forth the new doors of opportunity, which he will do when he see that you doing the work, the hard work, doing the head work, doing the new work, he gonna present to you opportunities. And when he do, you're gonna be ready for him. You're not gonna be scared. You're not gonna be intimidated. You're not gonna back up. You're not gonna think that you're not worthy enough, because you've been working on what God has allowed you to become. So upgrade the you inwardly, so outwardly, as God brings you the choice, because you choosing already right now to do the things which he's asking you to do, as he's preparing you. And it's crazy, today I spoke to my grandma Sandy, and we were speaking on, make a long story short, how preparation. So that's what God be doing. He be preparing us for the blessings. We ask God for upgrading our jobs and our careers. We asking God for prosperity and money. We ask God to become a better parent, to become a better person of character. God, like, okay, you're asking me of these things. I'm going to prepare you and give you the knowledge and the tools to use. But in order to receive the outward blessings, God, like, I need you to get it first in the inside. And I get why he need us to get it in the inside, because he wants us to be able to keep it when it comes. Think about it. If we don't prepare ourselves for the blessing and then it come, how we know the keys and the knowledge to keep it? And I looked up the definition of upgrade, y'all, because I want us to dissect this word. The definition of upgrade in the Oxford Dictionary, it says, to raise something to a higher standard, In particular, it's talking about machinery or equipment in here, but for this word, we talking about the inward us. By adding or replacing components. So all of that is growth work. So God will remove certain things, and y'all already know what I'm about to say. Let me get my scissors. He'll tell you, I'm handing you the scissors. Now it's time for you to cut off that relationship. I'm handing you the keys. Now that you can use the keys. My keys in my purse. Hand you the keys to unlock that new door. And the keys is going to be the right keys to unlock that new door opportunity. But are you going to take the scissors and literally, because think about it, these scissors in my hand and like this sheet of paper. Is this going to cut this by me just holding it? No, you have to take action. You got to take these scissors, y'all. And look, I can't be no more visual than right now. And you got to cut. Like make a cut. I don't want to cut what's in this envelope. But look, I could cut the top of this paper. And I'm right-handed, y'all, but I'm using my left hand. For this illustration. Hold on, I'm going to have to switch hands. And you got to cut it. That's in our life. God will hand you the scissors to cut out certain relationships, cut out old mindset, to cut out old ways of doing, old habits and ways within yourself. And once you do what God is requiring of you, that's when he's able to open up, come on, those blessings and opportunity for you. And you may think sometimes others are seeing how God is spiritually maturing you, how God is elevating you naturally, because supernaturally you did what was necessary. They may think, oh, that happened real quick, like. But you gonna know, because this is something I'm learning on my journey of becoming, on my journey of my purpose, on my journey of just being renewed each and every day, y'all. It didn't happen overnight. Neither did the hurt happen overnight. So the healing doesn't happen overnight, but that is why we have to be intentional. I use that word all the time because it's true. We have to be intentional about saying, you know what, today I'm going to choose to wake up and do what is required of me. This you talking to you. Whatever the thing is that you need to work on to drive you closer to that goal that you asking God to help you with. And the only way you can know the goals are the things that's driving you forth is you got to be able to write this stuff down. So I'm going to need you to write down you some goals. Write down some things that you driving yourself to. Because think about it. Right now, y'all, while I'm even sitting here at my desk, there's things right here in front of my desk that I have to remind myself of. I have a vision board that I look at each and every day. I made a vision board when I first moved to where I'm at now 8 years ago, y'all. And it's crazy. You know, I use the word crazy. I look at that vision board and I have crossed out a good bit, a lot of that stuff. And it took some time, but I wasn't prepared at the time when I put up certain things on that vision board. And I think I still got that vision board too, y'all. But through going through a process of like saying, self, I'm going to talk to myself as I'm talking to me to y'all. Monica, it's time for you to get up and do better. It's time for you to stop allowing life to live you and you to start living life. So that's what you have to say to yourself. And nobody could do it for you. Nobody can't do it for me. Nobody could make me get up and start moving forward to healing. God already planted in me and called me healed. God already planted and put it in me and called me whole. But in order to receive the manifestation of being whole and healed, I had to start living and moving in the direction of my healing. You can't just sit there. Listen to me now. Think about if you got a big cut or a laceration. I'm just giving you an illustration. You can't just sit there and allow it just to bleed out and don't do anything to fix it. That's the same thing with a broken bone if it were to get fractured or whatnot. You have to go to a specialist. From there, the specialist have to wrap it up. From there, you have to be repaired through therapy, through cast. That's the same thing with this heart. It's a process. We can't keep running to the things that is breaking us down. You cannot keep making excuses to the point to where you like, God, I want to be healed. God, I want better for me. Yes, ask God for those things, but you got to dig deep within yourself and say, what is it that I need to do? What's the things I need to cut off? What are the things I need to add to my life in order to really become the healed individual, which I'm asking God to make me into? And if you have been seeking and praying for that, God put me on a mission and assignment to speak to your heart about that. I am a kingdom ambassador whom God healed, y'all. It took a process. It took a process of me not positioning myself to be placed in broken relationships. I had to stop putting myself in a position. Stop blaming the relationships. I had to blame me. That's when you get spiritually mature. That's when you get mature within. I just need to become better. So you become better, not bitter over your past. Allow your past to be just that, the past. Yes, we look at it looking backwards because we look at it as a vantage point. Like, you know what? God delivered me from that. And moving forward, I'm going to live in that deliverance. I'm not going to live in that stuck mentality of it's always going to be like this for me. And you can sit and come onto this channel and pull from my faith as God is filling your faith tank up. Because there was a season, y'all, I would sit and I would feel like, God, I don't feel like nothing's happening for me. I'm doing everything you asking me to do. And that's when God say, it's time for you to stop telling yourself that old story. Stop living in that pity party of the same story. So in order not to live in it and not sit in it is to take action. That's the key to life moving forward for you. And taking action is right now watching this video. If nobody ain't told you right now, you watching this video is helping you become the new person. So you come and watch the videos. If you don't catch a live, that's okay. I just simply do the lives because that's when I'm better equipped to come on here and talk to y'all heart as God put the words within my heart. So I'm so grateful. Somebody put on here, I look 22. Y'all, guess what? Your coach will be, I'll be 38 in August. My triplets, glory be to God, to be 15 this week, y'all. Thank you for saying that. I've been working. I'm glad y'all can just see, like, it ain't about outward appearance, but you can see as I'm learning through my growth, like as I'm coming on here forth on my kingdom assignment, as y'all are growing, as I'm able to grow, y'all are actually able to see my transformation, even from my first video that I posted like a year ago, last year, January, to now. I can see a difference because it's God working in me to work through me to work on y'all. So that's the goal to say to you, you don't have to wait until you have it all together to get it together. God say that thing again. You don't have to wait till you have it all together to get it together. It's time for you to get it together now. Like, I couldn't wait until I had what my purpose was going to be to become a better person. No, God needed me to know, I need you to face that hurt. I need you to face that inner pain. I need you to face that stuff that you in the mud with and get up out of that mud. Walk with me because I will never leave you nor forsake you. That's God speaking to you too. Often we'll try to take people, things, habits with us. And God like, nah, keep that there while I'm pulling you up out of that mess. And I'm saying this with love, y'all. But sometimes it may come out a little strong simply because I want y'all to feel that you got better coming for you. And I don't want to just tell you that and you just get this high, this spiritual high of it's going to happen for me and not do the work. I want you to do the work that's required so you will see how when you got yourself, how God helped you get yourself out of your mud, how God helped you get yourself out of that broken identity, how God helped you to walk forward and who he called you to be. You're going to be like, glory be to God, because I remember when. That's going to be you. That's going to be you because that's the season I'm walking. I'm like living in prayers that I prayed 8 years ago. When I moved to where I'm currently located at, y'all. I moved here, make a long story short, out of a toxic situation. Didn't know God was going to plant and bring me here to a shelter, y'all. I had 4 children and a suitcase. I didn't have a driving license, broken. But glory be to God, he has literally helped raise me out of the concrete. That's what I use. He has helped raise me out of the concrete and has made me a new creation within Christ Jesus. That is why I talk so passionate about it. It's not something that I not only have I read in the Bible, but it's something that I'm living. I asked God for so many prayers, so many blessings, and God has fulfilled every single one of them. And I'm talking about my heart. When you live with a heart that is healed, when you live with a mindset that is renewed, you wake up each and every day with a grateful heart because you like, I remember when I was so broken. I remember when I was so lost and I was running to toxic behavior, things that were not growing me, people that were not really validating or helping me become the new person. And you may be in that season right now. And know that it's okay to feel the way you feel. You need to feel it. Don't ignore the feeling. But also don't fill that hole or that void that you currently have in your heart with things of your past. Meaning, if you're running to that stuff, the things or whatever that thing is for you, all it's doing is not filling that hole. So God wants to fill that hole. And he wants you to do it with him. And so often it's going to be you and God. You're going to be looking around. You're going to be like, wow, not many people are calling me no more. Not many people are texting me anymore. And it's another thing I'm going to say to y'all as well. Don't get so absorbed, and it's just from my heart to your heart. I like to tell y'all the truth about spending all of your time scrolling, doom scrolling on social media, looking at the old things of your life. God may even put you in a season or a time when he tell you, cut that out too. I need more of you. Come on, this God talking to you. I need more of you. I need to pour more of me. This God talking to you. And you, the newness. That way your vision will not be clouded. So I'm telling you the things that worked for me, and that's continuously working for me. Because sometimes he'll reel that thing back in even for your coach, Monica Stokes. He's told me to get off a certain social media site. It's almost been 2 months. And I'm so grateful because within these 2 months, I have been doing some spiritual growing. I have been doing some spiritual maturity. Because as God elevates you, listen, it don't stop there. For much is given. Yes, you will see kingdom ambassadors. We hear from God spiritually. We receive the gifts from God. We receive things from God. Yes. But also it comes with receiving what he asks of us. And I get that now. I'm talking about true kingdom. I'm talking about living for God when ain't nobody looking. I'm talking about treating our kids the way we're supposed to when ain't nobody listening. I'm talking about getting on them knees and crying to God when don't nobody else see it. Matter of fact, it was just earlier this week. In the inside, I just knew I needed some time with God. And when I got off my 9 to 5, my regular paying job, God said, go to that part. So I went to the part and God said, you going to cry to me. He said, you're not going to sit in that. Whatever it was. I'm human too. So I sat there and I cried to God. So I'm never too non-holy or holy, however you want to say it, to not tell y'all the truth. The things that work for me then, even in my most broken seasons, I still practice. Meaning, I'm intentional with spending my private time with God. I'm intentional about not having my phone in my hand 24 hours, 7 days a week. Matter of fact, yesterday, I put my phone in my room and I rested. Because resting is literally turning off the world sometimes. Just being real. To get within yourself, to love on you. You got to cut doing things that's not intentionally growing you. Slowing down life sometimes. That's the only way I'm able to pour out into y'all's hearts, is to make sure my heart is full. In order to have a happy, joyful, and I'm talking about real happy, joyful spirit, it's because I have to make sure I'm really intentional about what I'm listening to, what I'm watching, where I draw my energy. Mind you, y'all, I'm raising 4 teenage young men. My life has to be balanced. So when you learn that balance, it comes with boundaries. It's okay to say no, period. Meaning you do not have to give a long, drawn-out explanation why you can't go here, why you can't do that, why you not entertaining this. If you're not receiving invitations to the same places that you used to, take that as a sign that God is just removing you and renewing you. Don't be mad. Don't be mad. You asking God for the new. So he just positioning you to telling you what the new is. And he often needs you to know that you're not going to have a crowd of people cheering you on. Because he going to be cheering you on. He going to be cheering you on. And he do that because he don't need you to feel like validation is from those, whoever it is. God say, no, let the ultimate validation come from him. And it's a beauty in it. Because you be so free to be yourself. You ain't feeling like you gotta overextend yourself to everything else that is not drawing you closer to becoming the person who you dream of becoming. And I'm so grateful I can tell y'all the truth of my journey. Because the only way that I know to speak to your heart is to give you the truth. So this is your assignment today as you're getting off this video, as you're becoming, as you're renewing to you. I need you to evaluate this point, this moment in your life, in your day. How much time have you intentionally spent working on you? How much time have you intentionally spoke to yourself and said, what things do I need to reconfigure? That's what we was talking about with upgrading. Upgrading is the taking away, but adding to. Think about it when we upgrade these iPhones or these tablets or these laptops. it adds to you. So God want to add to the new dimension of you. As God upgraded me spiritually, it opened up to me to gifts and talents I thought that was never possible for me, y'all. I had this label, this tag on me. Oh, you always gonna be introverted, not good enough. But God. But God. But it all came through a restoration process. And you have to get in the process. Continue to watch the videos. Y'all like this video. Y'all go ahead and subscribe as well. God is definitely bringing all of the victorious ones to the channel. He talked to me. He prayed. As I was praying, he told me, that's your assignment, daughter. Speak to the hearts of them that feel like they're not good enough. That they too broken. That it's always going to be like that for them. Them that always felt like they had this label on their life. Because that was me. But God, he delivered me, listen, to help y'all as well. He ultimately do the delivering. He the doctor. But I'm the one in that delivery room helping push you forward as well, okay? So you keep pushing. You keep watching the videos. Spend time doing what I asked y'all to do, okay? I'm doing it with my Coach Monica voice, y'all. When the last time you spent vulnerable time talking to God, praising God, crying to God? That's what's going to break them chains off of your heart. That's what's going to break them chains off your mindset. Not sitting there, y'all listen to me. This is all out of love. Spending out of 24 hours, spending more than half of your time looking at the reels of everybody else's life. And God said, when was the last time you looked at the reel of your life? When you looked at your goals to see what you need to do to move forward with elevation. It's a difference to sit and hear me talk about this is what you need to do to elevate. But when you really, listen to me now, when you really take these tools that I'm teaching you, that I have learned, that I have applied, and you start seeing God move like only God can move, you're going to be like, okay, it's working for me. All that work that I'm doing on myself is not just because Coach Monica's saying it. It's because it's working for me. And it's not something you talk about. It ain't nothing you post about. Matter of fact, you ain't going to even spend time doing that. You're going to be too busy. Listen to me now. Doing things that's cultivating the new you. And you're going to surprise yourself because God is definitely helping me surprise myself. As I'm sitting here raising my teenagers, y'all. All of them be in high school this year. As God is helping me with my spiritual walk. As God is helping me with my gift to speak to y'all heart. As God is elevating me on other personal things that I personally be praying and asking God to help give me the wisdom and the strength. That's the prayer that he been giving me in this season, by the way. I did a short on it not too long ago. The wisdom and the strength. That's the major keys we need out here as we're becoming who God called us to be. So you pray for wisdom and strength. And God gonna give it to you. And now when God give you the wisdom, use the wisdom. Because he going to give you such a different eyesight and perspective on things. You're going to be like, that's what I need to do. And God going to be like, yes, just do it. So if he's pulling you to keep watching the videos, congratulations. And I appreciate all of y'all that's watching the videos. If he's telling y'all to subscribe, y'all subscribe. Put your post notifications on. As y'all will see, I just come on here and use the time that God has given me to do lives, to drop videos on the community board. Y'all watch the stuff on the community board. I do behind the scenes stuff on there about my life. I put quotes on there. I put updates. We have the SisterHood Zoom this Wednesday. So y'all come to the SisterHood Zoom. It's free of charge. It's going to be at 6 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So y'all come to the SisterHood Zooms. You got to get into new kingdom environments to grow. In order to become the new, you have to do the new. The definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over and over again and looking for a new result. God like, no, I need you to stop being scared and welcome yourself to your victorious one family so that you can know that you're not a victim of your past. Because you're not. You're not. And your past could have been before you clicked on this video. Your past could have been yesterday. But God say, walk into your newness. And as you walk into your newness, y'all going to be like me. Your walk is going to change. Meaning you're going to be walking into rooms. You're going to be walking into opportunities that you thought was never possible for you. I'm telling y'all things I used to hear from my coaches, my personal pastors. And I would listen. And at first I didn't quite get it. But I had to keep listening. And as I kept listening, my life started changing. My mindset started changing. The opportunities God started giving me started changing. The tests and the trials started coming, but the goodness of the tests and the trials, God knew it was that wisdom and the strength that was needed in order for me to receive those opportunities. So that's the same with you. As God is renewing you and remaking you and giving you the tools and the knowledge, and also me as your life coach, just know you're not out here by yourself. That's the beauty of growth. Yes, he may remove us from old places. God may remove certain relationships, friendships. That's because God say, no longer will you be there. I need you to raise up. And this for real stuff, y'all. This ain't just you listening to. No, God will elevate you physically, naturally, when you get it supernaturally. So get it supernaturally. And I'm going to be on here to coach y'all along. Y'all can book your first free consultation session with me. Where on those sessions, I'm basically going to be able to meet you one-on-one. And from there, you will continue to book your sessions. And I can set up and help you because it's all about you. You can talk to me one-on-one because we all need somebody we can vent and talk to. I can, just speak with y'all, pray with you, whatever it is that you're needing. If it's needing wise counsel, even with helping setting up them goals. Come on, I can help you with that, okay? But you got to set and position yourself for that. That is my website, thevictoriousones.com. So y'all go on that website. I'm also going to link it down below in this video. And also Wednesday, free of charge. Y'all come on the SisterHood Zoom. God is giving you everything you need to prepare you for your new. But are you receiving it? God did the same exact thing to me. Gave me the same... not exact, but he gave me certain invitations to certain things, and I had to stop living in my old stuck scarcity mindset of I don't know if that's for me. But God said I wouldn't have put the opportunity in front of you if it wasn't for you. So y'all book your sessions, men, women, it don't matter. Either gender. I coach men and women. But the SisterHood Zoom is for any lady. Y'all let your aunties know, your sisters, because we all sisters in Christ. I want to see y'all in that Zoom. If you're not comfortable having your camera on, that's fine. If you're not comfortable commenting, that's fine. But I'm really, really encouraging you to get into that environment, okay? As God has set it up right now, free of charge. You don't have to pay anything. Just free up the time God has given you as you in that Zoom, and God will help you to cultivate the you who he has called you to be. Who he's called you to be. And I'm going to be doing a lot more self-love, motivational talks to y'all heart because God has literally been giving me a lot of downloads in that particular area. So y'all put y'all post notifications on, subscribe, y'all comment. I see y'all over here commenting, which I appreciate. Welcome to the live, y'all. I appreciate you, Miss Tarisha. I appreciate you, Simple J.E. I appreciate all of y'all that's over here commenting on the lives. I'm just, like I said, moving on purpose how God need me to. And it don't matter who not rooting for you right now. Your coach Monica gonna be up here pushing you to purpose, pushing you not to stay stuck, pushing you with real kingdom knowledge so you can see you being a different person. Because I'm definitely, as God is renewing me, not only as your coach, but as he's renewing me in my personal life, he's definitely just growing me. And I love that because then y'all can see not only from the things I've already spoken over my life, testified to y'all, but he's going to continue to move us forward to becoming for real victorious. Not just speaking that thing, but really moving forward and seeing our life change. So we ain't just about talking over here. We're about moving. So you don't be scared to move forward for how God tell you to. You go ahead and get in your free Zoom with me. Get on your free consultation with me. And continue to become the person who God called you to be. No longer hurt. No longer a victim of your past. No longer telling yourself that sad story, but you standing up and you living how God created you to be, victorious. It's been your coach, Monica Stokes. Y'all have a great, great Sunday. And don't forget to self-reflect today about how much time you have spent with what you need to do to move forward and become a better individual for who God called you to be, not the world. Because if you're tired and you're sick and tired of being tired of not seeing the change, you get to choose. You, not nobody else, but you get to choose to upgrade your life. Just like we upgrade these phones and stuff. Ooh, let me go get the latest this and that. God say, okay, all that's beautiful. But when you gonna upgrade you? Now God say, we so quick. We see them commercials and stuff with a new phone. God said, that's beautiful. But you just working on the exterior. And then once, after a while, You be having the latest, greatest phone, and you chasing the next latest and greatest. God say, okay, it's time out for chasing the latest and the greatest of the outward things. And it's not to say we can't have nice things, but God say, when you gonna start chasing the latest and the greatest of you? That's what God just spoke. So you chase the latest and the greatest of who God called you to be. And you won't be chasing the latest and the greatest of the world, because you're going to start attracting the things that you want possible for you, because you worked on it spiritually within first. And I'm going to be up here with y'all cheering for you, congratulating you, because you're going to see by you doing the hard work, come on, God going to be able to do the rest for you. So you start your journey of becoming God's victorious ones. Y'all be encouraged. It's been your coach, Monica Stokes.